Right, hello, I'm back with another tutorial, and this tutorial probably won't get out until tomorrow, which is the 14th of July, and because I've done it really late, because it was my birthday today, and I haven't had much time. So, what we're gonna do today, just a quick run through, is we're gonna start the enemy system, and we're gonna make enemies in our game, because it needs an objective of the game. But first, we're going to fix a few glitches I found when I was playing it before. When we're done the last episode on making the bow, for bow, we have P4 here, and it should be bow. And also here, should be bow and bow. That should be 4. Yeah, like that. The only other glitch I've seen, oops, it's probably cost that. The only other error I've seen is, I'll fix it later, but it's not too great. It'll occur 1 out of 10 times probably, but we'll fix it later. I'll try and see how it happens later, right? And what is, you buy the arrow, use it. You buy I'm moving the mic around a lot. Sorry. Right, you buy the pitchfork, use it. Sorry, and then you switch between them, and then when you go to buy the sword, it doesn't buy it, and it's something about sword not equal and true, but we'll fix that later. It's quite hard to occur upon, but I just it's better to have it fixed. Right, so we'll fix that little thing there, because unless it was not going to swap the bow properly if we didn't fix that. So today we're going to get started on enemies. So what you want to do is, I'm not going to do it now, actually, for so I don't have to draw my enemy again. I've got one in here. What's a fly? It's not that good. I don't really want it to be a fly. It's got loads of code on, actually, so it might not work. Right, no, it's not going to work that. Right, so we'll have to just make one. I'll make a circle. Just a circle. So that's what that'll have to do for now. So a circle. We'll name him enemy. And because, oh god, it's not supposed to be a button. Right. Right. Enemy. Is a movie clip. Yes, a movie clip. And what you want to do is, you want to put attack animation. You want to make a frame here. What's an idle frame? You want to make a frame here. What's you make that. You convert this to symbol. Enemy attack. Attack. Movie clip. And then sorry. Alright, no, I didn't want to do that. And then you convert this to enemy attack, and you go in it and you make that animation on there, and then you do the same for dead, walking, dead, walking and dead, and attack, and idle. You could make a little idle animation, like breathing or something, to make them more lively, the game. But for now, we're not going to do any of that. And you would also label the frames with the animation in: attack, walk, dead. We'll be doing that in another tutorial, but today we're going to get all the scripting done. Right, so what I want to do is we'll make an array. It's the first array we won't actually use in the game. And 1 second, I might be taking a while on this because I wrote all the code down beforehand on my Android. So I'm just copying off that, because I wrote it all down, but then I deleted it all from here, and I kinda got it working. Kinda. Enemy. Call it enemy. array equals new array equals new array, like that. Then we'll need tag equals 0 for tag to number equals 0. Right, then we've got the variables set up. Now we have to make the enemy. So where's enemy? Actually, we'll make the function first. So function spawn enemy. Yep. Call it enemy1, no, enemies equal underscore root dot attach movie enemy me enemy again. Put that in. I think it's that. No, it's plus tag need a comma here, tag. Now put the depths underscore, so you put like underscore x 100, next depth underscore y 100. That's the depths done, and we need to close that and there. Right, and to make this work we need to change, go into linkage, export for action script. 1 second, sorry about that. Right, so what you want to do, we're naming the enemy and exporting it for action script as enemy. So exports as enemy. Then what we want to write, so we want to write enemies dot, making variables for the enemies now, like health and that. So enemies dot health. Make sure it's not spelled the same as our health. No, our health is capital. Equals 100. Well, whatever you want it to equal. Oh, it's freezing. Enemies dot speed equals 3. We're setting all these up, so we'll change them after. Like, it depends on what enemy you have. Enemies dot alive equal true, because they start alive, obviously. Enemy. Now we're setting up a variable to call to make that attached object go to a function. So go to function equals, we're going to call the function AI. Enemy AI. Enemy artificial intelligence, that stands for, if you didn't know. Enemies dot enemy attack. This is to the attack, how much health they get off you. Yes, attack equals 4. Right, we've set up the enemy variables and we'll want now to push it. If you don't know what pushing is, it's putting an object in an array. So it's pretty simple to follow. So we called our array the enemy array. We'll call it enemy array. We want to push the enemies we create into that array. So enemies, because that's the label for enemies we'll create, dot push, no sorry, enemy, I mean enemies array dot push enemies. So every enemy you create goes through this function and sets all this up for itself. So, and it gets pushed into the array as an element. Alright, so I think that's pretty simple. It's just setting up all its health and that. So everything's ready for us to use on the enemy to make power-ups and that, and make it attack, like speed and that. So now we'll have to set it up so it attacks and that. So let's set up. So go function enemy AI, and then we'll ask if this, we'll have to put this, because this enemy, what goes through here, gets put into this function. Literally, this is how I'm thinking of it. It gets put in and it gets ran through this function, and it gets looped back around, and all the enemies get put into that, loops back around. So I've put this, so it's because it's in the function, it's this alive, and it's its own variable. It stores it in itself. 1 second, I need to let me cat in. Right, sorry about that. Go away. Right, sorry, me cat's jumping all over us. Right. Right. Okay, well, we're defining if enemy is alive or not. Right, so enemies alive. This basically asks, instead of putting like equal true, we could put that equal true, but this just says if it is true. You can just put that and it still works. Like if you put like a boolean, and you put this, it always asks if it's true. So if alive equals true, it's a shortcut. I just learned it. And then we need to put another if statement. If oh no, we don't actually. So if this is alive, we need, I'm confused now. We need it to walk. This dot go to and stop its walking animation. So, and we're going to call it walk. So you would call the frame walk in its animation, like I explained before, right? Yep. And now we need to define like actually moving, because it's just doing the animation now. So if MC, that's us, MC dot underscore X is less than or equal to this dot underscore X, then this dot X scale, so it faces us, this dot underscore X scale, yeah, I think this is right, equal 100, and this dot underscore x minus equal this dot speed. Yeah, that should work. Right. I'm not really good at this sort of thing, so I'm a bit slow with it. Right. I think that's right. We need to put an else function here actually. I'm going to put it here because it looks smarter. Else. We just need to copy this now. Else if. Copy that. As I say, I've written this code before, so I'm actually reading it off me. I wrote and a couple of like a day ago, about 2 days ago, and I got like working. Well, I got an example of it working, and I'm reading it off me Android now. I took a photo of it, so that's why I'm working quite slow. Actually, I'm just going to put me Android down. I'll just try and write it. Right. Else if I think it's like this. Yeah, because it's less than. And this exactly same as this, but the other way around. So that mean that would mean the x scale, I think it's minus 100, and the speed would plus. Yeah, and then we'll put one here because that counteracts that. And I'm boring you a bit, but yeah, I'll try and work quicker now. So else, because we'll put else here because if it's not alive, we want it to die. So we've set up what happens if it's alive. It goes to walk animation and it follows us along the x-axis. We'll make the y-axis later so it actually rotates, doesn't follows us. We'll do that later because that gets a bit more complicated. And we just want just a clear example now. So else, this means if it's not live, want it to go to and stop dead. This dot go to and stop dead. Right. This is quite the same as another code I saw once actually. I got an enemy code off the net and it was a bit written like this, but less complicated, bit different. And that's how I learned how to write like enemy code a bit. I now have to make like something what scrolls through the enemies. Sorry, I need to get this clear. Right, we need to make something what scrolls through the enemy array to know which enemy what's attacking us, or all of them would like take life of us, even though they're not attacking us. So we need to make something called what enemy. Right, and to do that, it's not very simple script, not really. Well, there's loads of array stuff in here, and there's a for loop. I've never done a for loop before. A for loop's basically a loop that scrolls through an array, and how you make one, I just got them a month ago. Like, I just learned how to like really understand them a bit more, because I think they're one of the hardest things to understand. But basically what you want to do is you want to define the variable in here. So we want what shall we make it? We'll make it I equal, I is our variable, just like we'll put variables up here, we could name it anything, but I is a variable, right, and it equals 0. Close that off. Now we'll put what's the state, like what like an if statement in the for loop. So put I, so basically if I, but don't put if, put I is less than enemy array. We want enemy.length counter no sorry enemy array.length. It's quite difficult. It's actually I++. So I plus is 1. Basically, it's quite hard to understand. If I equals 0, that means like just if I equals 0 and I is less than enemy array.length I++. So now we'll make a like we'll make enemy array you'll understand now what this for. This scrolls through up the full array, and we can command the array with I, like I do with index when we make index and we'll go if index equals 1, but it's in an array, right? I enemy array I, so all the enemies what get scrolled through here, so it scrolls through the full array dot. Now you'll understand a bit more. Go to function. Go to function. So basically, it goes to enemy AI, because go to function equals enemy AI. So every enemy what gets scrolled through gets put into this function. That's how we put stuff in. Right. Like that. One second, I'm just checking something on the script I wrote earlier. Right, doesn't matter. Right. Okay. We'll get started. You think we're done now, but we're not. Right. It just gets harder. Right. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to go if underscore root dot, oops, I'll read it then I'll write it, right, underscore root dot mc dot hit test, mc, right, sorry, I'm messing about here, mc dot hit test enemy array dot I. So if it hit tests any of the enemy array, we want enemy array dot I, enemy array I dot health, sub health equal minus equal underscore root dot, well, we would put weapon damage here, like, but I don't think we set up weapon damage. I'm not sure, but we'll set up weapon damage later. We'll just put 5 for now. Yeah, and actually, if attack equal true, if attack equal true. You're probably really confused now because it's quite confusing, this enemy stuff. Equal true. I won't get finished by the end of the tutorial, but actually really dragging on now. Well over 20 minutes. So I think we'll stop here and I'll just post another one quite quick. Right, and we'll finish this enemy stuff off. Right, bye.